All praises to the Most High Yahawah, bashasham, Yahawashi. And I'm going to talk about pride in this video here. And in this first clip, I'm going to show the musician called The Weeknd. This is from 2011. Some people may recognize
Tonight in the building.
So she's so lovely right here.
Yo,
She's so lovely.
she's so lovely, man.
She's so lovely.
You know what it is. Check it out. She's so lovely.com, man.
Let them know what time it is.
That's itself.
Let's see the acapella. Let's let them know what time it is.
The weekend.
Weekend, baby.
Weekend.
You don't know what's in store. Don't know what you're here for. Listen, Joey Styles killed it. Big inspiration right here, baby. You already know what it is. He's gonna blow.
We're all family, man. Family matters, you know.
Well, he's going to blow.
Through who we're with tonight in the building.
So she's so lovely right here.
And we all know, well, you may not know, but, you know, The Weeknd, whoever that guy is, I don't know his name, but, you know, he's pretty successful, you know, which goes into Matthew 23:12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So when you act like you're better than people, and you know, because knowledge puffeth up, you know, we're gonna go into 1 Corinthians 8:1. Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. So yeah, the more you learn, the more you come into the truth. You know, right now you might be, you know, laughing at people and exalting yourself over them. It's not something that I'm doing particularly at this moment, but you know, I'm kind of in that told you so spirit, but I'm trying to be humble about it. Because at the end of the day, you know, the Most High can always just slap you for thinking, you know something when you don't, or for trying to exalt yourself over other people. You have to be very careful in what spirit you're in. You have to be very careful when you're judging matters and when you're judging other people, you know, because you have to start at your own house first. You know, I just say charity starts at home. You know, so you have to be very careful about how you judge matters, because you may judge somebody and you might think you know something, but you really don't know the matter. I mean, this is why even certain times I've said, you know, because I'm from West Africa, so technically speaking, I'm a Hamite, even though I don't feel in the spirit of a Hamite. But, you know, some people say, you know, there's Israelites in West Africa. Some people say they're not. I remember speaking to somebody on Instagram, and he was talking about having more than one wife. And I didn't have a problem with him saying that, but I just, you know, I just basically said, at the end of the day, there's no point having multiple wives if, you know, you can't look after them or you live with your mom, you know, and especially in this day and age where women are going off, what's the point of having, you know, 3 or 4 defiled women? It's not like you're getting all virgins, you know what I mean? Why are you going to go through the stress of having to look after 4 or 5 women, or whatever, how many wives you have, when we know this isn't the society to be able to do that? It's not like there's not enough people on the earth. You're not trying to replenish nothing. You know, and the dude thought I was coming at him, you know, and he ended up cursing me out, calling me a Hamite and all of this stuff. So I'm a bit apprehensive with getting too close to people, because, you know, as soon as you kind of step on somebody's foot, they kind of come out themselves and, you know, they act all demonic and think they know what you're going through. So, you know, he exalted himself, and in the end he ended up getting humble because, you know, he had over 10k followers or whatever. His page ended up getting deleted. You know, the people he's dealing with would just turn out to be full-blown demons. So, you know, in that situation, he really should have humbled himself, but he exalted himself and he was acting like he was this guy and he knew all of this, but, you know, he didn't. So, you know, you have to be very careful with how you treat people, you know, when you're walking this walk, because even the Lord has humbled himself, because he's taken away, you know, his influence in, you know, in a sense. He's kind of let his left hand rule for, you know, the last 3,000 years. The Lord has humbled himself and allowed man to do, or, you know, Esau to do whatever he wants to do. We see in Isaiah 33:10, now will I rise, saith the Lord. Now will I be exalted. Now will I lift myself up. So now people are seeking the Lord. You know, the Lord is beginning to be exalted on all corners in the earth, or in all corners of the earth. You know, and he humbled himself, and you know, he kept back and he let people do what they're doing, so he could turn around and say, Lord, this is what happens when you forsake my words and my law and you go your own way. You know, so you kind of have to be in the same spirit as the Most High, you know, and Yahawashi. You have to humble yourself and, you know, not talk like you know everything, because, you know, you may have 100% truth, but every man's been given a portion of the spirit, you know. You don't have 100% spirit. So, yeah. Oh, did I just do that? Oh. We're gonna go into another one here.
I called you a
woman.
nigger. You're a nigger. Nasty fucking nigger.
Okay. The complex news. Unfortunately, you called me a nigger. Go ahead.
I called you a nigger. You're a nigger. Nasty fucking nigger.
Okay. For complex news, I'm there.
Talk to this fucking nigger
You're not-
right now.
She's on the phone to her husband.
Video recorded me. He scared the
She's
shit out of Anthony.
wilding.
He wanted to run his mouth talking about BB and the trashy mother. Fucking say
Really?
something to him
I said
now.
that.
He's got me on videotape, and I'm still
She,
flipping the fuck out.
she can't do nothing to him. She's calling her husband, dude.
Nasty fucking nigger.
Like, if he was to come out of the car and slap her, there'd literally be nothing she could do. So he could have easily humbled her if he wanted to.
Because he wants to put it on YouTube, try and act hard because I called him a racist.
He's not even acting hard. He's in his car. You're acting hard. You're in his face.
Oh, she's not done yet.
You're whooping his fucking ass. Get the video off my case now, or I will fucking break it.
She ain't gonna break it, dude.
Go ahead.
He's just like, he muted her. He was like, mute.
All this time, she was in defense of her poor children, who were terrified at the sound of an engine starting. But she's not worried about raising them in a world full of unwarranted, toxic ass backward tape, as instilled by her. Someone's running for Mother of the Year. But if there's any benefit to the liberated man capturing this moment on camera,
source hypocrisy right there. We'll just go to this one quick.
that question, excuse me.
I'm sorry.
You're just trying to go home, you know.
The keypad is right there.
I understand that, man.
You can film me. That's fine.
I understand that, but you're blocking me.
Into my building.
Okay, and
Okay.
it's my building as well, so I need you to get out my way.
Okay, bring him in.
I don't need to say that information. So excuse me, man.
And she's like,
I'm
what?
uncomfortable.
I'm a white woman.
That's your discretion. You're uncomfortable.
I rule
I
everything.
need you to move out my way, please.
No,
Man, please stop
She's like,
touching.
no.
I'm not
And
touching you.
she'll be the
I'm
same
not
person that's
touching
saying, well, you know what, I feared for my
I'm not
safety, I
touching
feared
and
for
I'm
my
not
life, I felt
Anybody
intimidated, he
doing
was
anything
being
outside of letting
aggressive.
my dog
Who's
go
being
to the
aggressive?
bathroom?
I live here, you're blocking the door.
What
You're being-
unit?
See, this is
I
what
don't need to tell you that. What
I,
unit do you live in?
these dudes have a lot more patience than me, man. I would have just moved. I would have picked her up and moved her
Excuse me.
to one
No.
side and went about my
You
business,
don't have a
man.
key fob. You are... No.
No.
If you have that,
This
then
goes
okay.
on for like 5
Ma'am,
minutes,
you're not
man.
security. You're not the property manager. You're not
No,
Mike
but
Riddle.
I live here.
Okay, now
She literally follows him.
And if you do, then I would like to meet.
She's like,
I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. You
you are.
a building that
She followed Donnie onto the lift, you know. Look, she's on the lift with him, following him. Oh man, she probably wanted to deal some because this is just atrocious.
No, I want to know who you're going to see.
I want to know who you are, how you're here.
So now you're not home.
I am.
She ain't even trying to hide it.
Because I would like to know who's friends.
Got nothing to do with her. Why are you on the land? Because you're in America. What are you doing there? What are you doing over there in
I
that
would like
land?
to meet you because you're a neighbor. And
You didn't start off on a good note. I don't know.
He was just like, no, not interested, not trying.
You want my
Follow Donnie all the way to his yard.
Well, I'll pay you.
Look at,
I would like to introduce myself. Then.
Just, no.
Look, he's in-
Have a good night, ma'am. Don't ever do
he's
that
in his
again. You look
apartment.
pretty stupid on video. Have a nice night. And my name's Mr. Toes. Thank you.
It's like, got to mute her. She's like, oh, don't do her. You know, this is.
From black separatists on the sidewalk in Philadelphia.
We're in a battle.
here in our country to preserve what white America started from the get.
To a national socialist in north central
Yeah, yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Do you believe that most of the evil in the
He
world
has to
comes from
protect his
Islam?
country.
Currently, absolutely.
To an accused anti-Muslim
The irony.
from Bucks County. Your
The English should have protected their country, you know what I mean?
Hate.
See, what's real funny is they equate,
Leader of the
you know,
National
the
Socialist
Hebrew
Movement from
Israelites
Pennsylvania, New
with,
Jersey,
with
Delaware,
white
and Maryland
nationalist
won't
group.
tell us how many people are in his ranks either.
'Cause you're not
But he
supposed to
tells
count.
us in Trump, his movement
You know,
feels
you're not
like it
supposed
has
to
a
call,
voice.
I
create a
chose not to
census.
back him and not to breathe his name until he was elected because I didn't want to cause him damage. That's how bad I wanted him in there.
With the Trump campaign.
I can't take these people seriously. Just look at them exerting themselves. Now, as soon as Corona hit, look at it.
There's no fruit and veg. I had a little cry in there. I'm a critical care nurse.
She'd be the same dude trying to not let, you know, so-called black men into his own house. And now she cry because she can't get her fruit and veg.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to stay healthy. And those people and people
Eat your lips.
stripping
Too late.
the basic foods. You just need to stop it.
Stop it, guys.
There's people like me that are going to be looking after you when you're at your lowest. Just stop it. Please.
You see that pride? See how that pride got brought low?
Let me feel safe. I have family that I have to come home to. America is not prepared, and nurses are not being protected.
It said Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fool. You know, what more I need to say? Let me just get my KBG here. It says, you know, Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 2:10, 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So these people don't care about judgment when they're exalting themselves and acting like they're better than people. But as soon as, you know, something bad happened, they start crying, breaking down, you know, and that's pride going before destruction and then puffing themselves up. Proverbs 17:27. He that have knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. So, you know, we shouldn't be prideful. You know, you should be as a man who knows and speaks few words. You know, make your point and move on. You know, don't be going around acting like you're better than people, because I know it's very, very easy to get into that spirit, especially when people are being ignorant and scoffing at you and trying to be disrespectful, and they're patronizing you, and you have all these demons attacking you. It makes you just want to, you know, say whatever and do whatever. But, you know, you have to rein in your spirit. You have to rein in that wrath. Proverbs 7:27. Already gone through that. Ecclesiastes 19:24. He that hath small understanding and feareth the Most High is better than one that have much wisdom and transgresseth the law of the Most High. You know, so regardless of how much you know, if you're not keeping the law and you don't have any works, it doesn't, you know, you don't know as much as somebody who may be a dumbass but does his, you know, he puts his best foot forward. And you always have to put your best foot forward, and a part of that is being humble, because, you know, that pride spirit is a mother. You have to be very careful with how you walk and what you say and how you treat people. I'm going to enter the last precept here. For better is it that it be said unto thee, come up hither, than thou be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thine eyes have seen. You know, and this goes into the, I think that's the that was the page I accidentally, you know, deleted. You know, it's talking about the man who was in the presence of princes, and he exalted himself, and they basically moved him out the way. But you know, when you humble yourself and people can see that you're a man of understanding, they'll exalt you. You'll naturally come to, you know, your natural place in the world. You know, right now we're going through birthing pains of a new kingdom. So we have to be very, very careful in how we walk, and we have to be humble, and we have to make sure that we know we're representing a higher power. And with that, let's say all praises to the Most High, Yahawah, bashasham, Yahawashi.